Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Tuesday morning, and of course today is it's October the 15th. That means we're just about halfway through the month of October. It's going by awfully fast, and anyway, I hope you had a great Monday. I hope that you were able to get this week started. Hopefully in a positive way. Hopefully you were able to kind of maybe ease into it, or maybe as we say sometimes, you jumped into it feet first and you got it going. And anyway, now God has He's blessed us to with the breath to breathe for another day here on this Tuesday morning, and I certainly hope and pray that this morning finds you feeling well, that this morning finds you well rested and ready to ready to tackle the opportunities that God has blessed us with here on this Tuesday morning. This morning I want to share a devotional with you, kind of what we've been talking about the last few days, but the title of the devotion is Preparing for the End Times. And 2 Peter chapter 3 verses 10 through 12, it says this: "But the day of the Lord will come as unexpectedly as a thief. Then the heavens will pass away with a terrible noise, and the very elements themselves will disappear in fire, and the earth and everything on it will be found to deserve punishment. Since everything around us is going to be destroyed like this, what holy and godly lives you should live, looking forward to the day of God and hurrying it along. On that day, He will set the heavens on fire, and the elements will melt away in the flames." After reading Peter's description of the end times, would you be surprised to learn that many people, they experience extreme stress when the topic of the last days comes up? Now, psychologists have coined a phrase for their excessive concern about the end of the world or life as we know it. Doomsday anxiety. Now, the Latin term for it is rapturous nuttiness. Now, maybe I made that up, but the symptoms of this very real condition, include chronic nightmares, a constant sense of fear, and obsessive, doom scrolling through online media. But that's not the reaction that Jesus wants from His followers. He didn't say, when all these things begin to happen, freak out. No, listen, He said this in Luke chapter 21, verse 28. He said, "When all these things begin to happen, stand and look up, for your salvation is near." And make no mistake, these things are beginning to happen. Even secular futurologists, are sounding the alarms as they see converging lines of danger and instability around the world. We're seeing it happen. And so what does it all mean to us? How should we prepare, for Christ's imminent return? Well, in James chapter 5, verses 7 through 11, it offers a few ideas. Now, I'm not going to take time to read it, but go read it, maybe a little bit later today. But the first thing it mentions is to be patient. James isn't talking about, a passive resignation, though. You see, he's talking about patience, with an element of excitement, like a kid, waiting for Christmas morning. It's not something, that you approach with, a relaxed attitude. You're alert to the possibilities, but you realize that, there's nothing you can do to speed things up. You take comfort, in the fact that, everything is happening according to God's, His schedule. And so you remind yourself that your patience is tied to God's, loving grace. Now, the reason Jesus, He hasn't returned yet is that God, He wants more people to come to Him. He doesn't want anybody to perish and go to hell. He wants every person to come to faith, but so He's giving them a little more time. Now, the second thing is to stand in unity with fellow believers. People, who haven't yet, come to Christ, they look to believers for their cues. If they see Christians at odds, with one another, treating, one another worse than unbelievers do, listen, they're going to question Jesus' impact on our lives. And then the third thing is to endure. Be courageous and strong in the face of what this world throws at you. I mean, trust God to work His will in your life, and always look to the life that He's promised you when, this one is over, and that's what we need to do as believers in Christ. We need to stand with each other and endure the things that are going to happen, because He promised us He'd be with us even up to the end. And so, we have that promise, and so we can live, confidently. And so anyway, I hope that encourages you here on this Tuesday morning. I hope you have a wonderful day. And remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.